What's up, everybody? Grumpy Giant coming at you from my Skyblock paradise. Today we are going to focus on Ender.io once again. So I moved the stuff. I spent some time between episodes getting Ender.io a little place kind of put together. Still have to do a lot of the finishing details and the other fun stuff that's better suited for off camera. But I wanted to... Hello. I wanted to first and foremost get the stuff moved from over there because we just kind of needed to get going. And now that we're going, we need to make it good, right? So I've got us a little room built here. This is our crafting facility, I guess, our Ender.io facility. The plan is to get all of the machines that we need built in this room. This is an Embers brick, and I kind of like it. I think it's kind of neat. There aren't a whole lot of options that I have right now for dark bricks and dark materials. And being as that is blood magic and it was done using Evilcraft bricks, I want to do something different over here. So I looked through the book or through JEI, and I found these ashen bricks. I think they're kind of cool. Right now it's just got the little lights that we can do through the illumination wand from Astral. And that's going to go away because today we get to make the painting machine. And, you know, if you think back, not too many episodes ago, but prior to Ender.io being ported, I had mentioned that this was one of the things I missed most was the painting machine. And, oh yeah, baby, it's back. So we're going to start there. I don't care if it has an interface because I'm not going to automate the painting machine. In fact, I don't know that it's even really worth looking into. I don't know if it's really really even possible. In any case, we need to make it because we can paint glowstone and such and things of that sort. So, we have a few things we need to do today, and the painting machine here is one of them. Right? So, iron gears, machine chassis. Let's see what we've got. We got all of it. So, painting machine. Ding, ding, ding. Yes, thank you. We'll throw the... I'm going to put the painting machine over here because I've got the ME cable coming in over here, and I've got ME coming in over here. I went ahead and put together another P2P tunnel for this room to be able to run all of our stuff off of interfaces and get the terminals done and all of that good fun stuff. That's kind of the plan right now. And that's actually, oh no, that doesn't have to go. I forgot I ran that under. So we need another flux point, and I use the Ender.io energy conduits on these because I might need to run the item or fluid conduits and all that stuff, and the Ender.io conduits can all go to a single face. And when we get to that point, I will show you. We're not quite there yet, so let's get a flux point, and we need to go back to the conduits. I put some recipes together as well for a few things, not a ton. I have them in my inventory here. Silly me. So I think for right now, we'll just kind of stick that on there. That'll start giving this guy, oh yeah, capacitor. A capacitor. Between episodes, I built a whole bunch of the capacitors. I didn't do anything that we haven't already done. So there we go. That thing's going to fill up now. This doesn't need an octatic, but the octatic will definitely make this faster. So while this thing is up, I'd like to get some glowstone and kind of show you how this thing works. So the glowstone, I'm going to get 4 for right now. So we take what the brick that we want it to look like, we put it in this slot, and then we take the glowstone and we put it in this slot, and it paints it to look like that block. So now we've got glowstone that looks like this ashen brick, right? That is amazing. It's fantastic. It's awesome and all of that. Now, where do I want these? Probably there, 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 and there, I guess, maybe. So check this out. Yeah, baby. So you look around, and there's no difference. Other than when you go over it with one probe or whatever it is that's telling us what the item we're looking at is. You can't tell a difference. It just blends right in. That's the beauty of it. So let's get rid of that light. Bye-bye. And that light. Bye-bye. And we're good. We're good. So this out here is going to be perfectly lit up. And we've got our painting machine. So that's fantastic. So let's claim that loot chest. Why not? So we need to look at Soul Binder, Slice and Splice, and the Vat. And we also have to do some of these capacitors and a fluid tank. I think we might actually need the fluid tank anyway for the Vat, but the fluid tank's easy, regardless. So there's two. There's the regular fluid tank, which is going to be iron bars and some glass with an iron ingot, right? So there's our one fluid tank. And then there is the pressurized fluid tank, which requires dark iron bars, dark steel, hardened glass. The dark iron bars are dark steel, so we can do that. That actually brings me to another point here. Another thing that I did between episodes, because it was added... and it didn't occur to me that it was added. There are the chickens for Ender.io. So I added a couple more Enderium chickens because they drop nuggets, and we're going to need a bunch of Enderium. But you can see pulsating iron chicken, dark steel chicken, electrical steel chicken. There's a solarium chicken, a conductive iron chicken, redstone alloy chicken, and that's another Enderium chicken. But with that update that added Ender.io, chickens also got updated to include all of the Ender.io alloys. Amazing, amazing, amazing. I wish I would have known that, or I mean, it's my fault that I didn't, but I wish I would have known that prior to going through and making all the alloys the difficult way, because I would have just taken the little bit of time that it took to breed those out. Those are all 10, 10, 10. And an Opinium core, of course. Why wouldn't it be? Right, let's get that put away. So we've got our tanks. We need to claim that one. And then we can look at the vat. All right, now the vat takes two different items and kind of puts them together in fluid form. It's a little bit of an odd mechanic. Okay, so we need two fluid tanks. We need bars. Of course we do. The vat, fluid tank bars, done. Iron bars, done. The vat. We'll make one more fluid tank. Another fluid tank. We'll put the pressurized tank in there too. The primary difference between the two, I'm sure mechanically there's some difference, but the primary difference between the regular tank and the pressurized tank, the pressurized tank holds twice as much, I think. Let's see. So the fluid tank, the regular, it doesn't say. We'd have to drop them down on the ground, which is fine. I'm sure at some point we'll do that. Where's the other fluid tank? Right there. Jerk. And the vat. All right. So let's set this guy down and see what his GUI looks like. He used to be sided, but I think... And another capacitor. Okay, let's just get a bunch of capacitors out, since apparently we're gonna need them. All right, there we go. There we go. Capacitor in. You go away. And a flowering fast bee sample. Oh, goody. So let's look at the config and see. So if we say we wanted pull, push, push, pull. Oh, okay, okay. So maybe... I mean, this thing's not the easiest to automate, only because of how confusing the GUI can be. because you need to input a fluid, right? And then you need to put in 2 different items. And the item changes based on what it is you're trying to create. And we'll kind of go over that as well shortly. Okay, let me back here, meanie. But, I mean, the good news is we can run this conduit on the bottom, on the back, on the top. We can run it anywhere that we kind of need to. We'll just kind of have to play it by ear and figure out what exactly we're going to need out of the vat. Because right now, it just wanted us to make the vat. And the rest of this stuff requires the soul binder or slice and splice, which is our next task. So, soul binder, slice and splice. Let's open this loot chest. More pneumatic craft speed upgrades. Yay! Okay. These are very interesting machines, right? The soul binder, and actually we have everything for that. We might need a machine chassis. Nope, we got it. So the soul binder, because we're getting these heads from our mob farm, and even the Ender IO heads, the Enderman heads, we're getting those from the mob farm too. We have more machine chassis? Okay, that's cool. So while we're in here thinking about it, why don't we make the slice and splice? Right. Maybe. Let's do this. Slice and splice. There we go. So we're going to need some shears. And let's see if we have this stuff. Okay, so we're missing shears. That's Q. We're going to need a couple anyway. So we'll do that and that. And that. Perfect. Let's make an iron axe while we're here because we're going to need one of those. I don't know that this necessarily... where do we want to put this? Maybe we'll put these over here. So let's do a slice and splice there, and the soul binder there, and then we need to get back there to give them power. Boom, boom. All right, and then we can pop one more of these right there. So the slice and splice and the soul binder, they've got some interesting aspects. Okay, I forgot the capacitors. We need one more octatic. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Too many buttons. These ones, the slice and splice, you need an axe and a shear in for it to function, and then the recipes kind of change. They go back and forth depending on, again, what you're making. Like, for instance, the Z-Logic controller is a zombie head, solarium ingots, silicon, redstone in the slice and splice. I don't remember if these have durability in the slice and splice. If they do, we're probably either going to want to do a diamond or the dark iron axe and shears. We'll find out soon enough because we're going to be using that pretty quickly, I think, to get through to the next set of quests. And the other thing, I want to get through all of this because we're going to want some of this stuff when it comes time to do the advanced resources gig, right? That's going to be another kind of important thing. So combustion generator we're never going to use, but we'll put it together anyway. There's the sterling. I don't want the sterling. Where's the big one? Combustion generator. There we go. So a couple more fluid tanks. Right, and the energized bimetal gear I made a bunch of between episodes. We made those last time. So there is our combustion generator. And what comes next of the stuff that we probably won't use a whole lot, the wireless charger is kind of neat. Dimensional transceiver is amazing. And the travel anchors and staff of traveling might actually come in fairly handy. So let's see what we can make. Okay, that's going to take an ender resonator and an ender crystal, which is an enderman. Okay, that's easy enough. We'll have to get the soul vial Let's take a peek. What else? There we go. Travel anchor is a pulsating crystal, which is pulsating iron nuggets around a diamond. Let's just build a few of those out. We've got, like I said, I spent some time between episodes getting those chickens bred out, so we've got quite a bit of pulsating iron. 11,000 of them, in fact. 17,000 solarium, 13,000. Yeah, we're doing all right. So we've got our crystals now. The conduit binder we made last time, and then iron. We'll just make 10, because we might end up using this to get around the base. I don't know yet. We'll make that determination as we get closer. And then we need a staff of traveling. Dark steel plus an ender crystal. We can't do the ender crystal is a vibrant crystal plus a soul vial with an enderman in it. Okay, so we need to make some soul vials anyway, right? We got 10 shulker soul vials. That is crazy. Okay, well that's cute. So a soul vial used to be fused quartz plus solarium, if I remember correctly. Yeah. Let's see how many we can make with the fused quartz. Okay, we can make 4. That's not bad. So let's see if there are any endermen out and about here. No. And honestly, we only need 1. Any takers? Enderman. Where are the endermen? I don't see any endermen. That's interesting. Very interesting. Okay. Okay, well, I tell you what. Let me, we're going to need some of those before we can really progress. So let me get that put together, and I will be right back. All right, guys. So it's taken me a little longer than I expected to get the Enderman. I went to the Nether, and I think Enderman spawns in the Nether might have been disabled, so that was a bust. But I did manage to, because Ender.io is in the pack now, I did manage to get some broken spawners. So right now they're blaze spawners. That can be changed. What I ended up doing was, it took me a minute because I had to clean up some of the mega torches that we had around over here. And I built this little tiny platform. This was already a plan anyway. But what I did is I built this little tiny platform to spawn mobs in. And I've just been sitting here, killing them, running over by that tree, hanging out for a minute, come back, let them spawn in, kill them. If it was an Enderman, I'd make it mad and have it come over at me, and I'd catch it in a soul vial. So we've got Enderman soul vials now. So what we need to do is we need to get the crystal, the correct crystal. Is that? No, that's not it. It's not pulsating. It is vibrant, right? Made a whole bunch of vibrant crystals. We come to the soul binder. We pop one of these in with one of these. And then we can just use my XP, because I don't really care. And then check that out. Look at that. I mean, it's super quick right now. So we got Ender Crystal. Boom. So we can do the Staff o' Traveling. Just like that. Done. So our checkpoint quest is complete. We'll probably use these later on. I'm not super concerned about it right now, but we will in due time. Let's get both of those claimed out. Let's go ahead and open those. A Pinium Core, oh boy, and a Gluttony Charm, oh boy. So we might as well keep those on us. We do have a plan for that as well, with a powered spawner, and it's going to be good times. What we need to look at, though, we need to see what's next. So a wireless charger. Let's just blast through these quests. Get that crap out of here. Wireless charger. Well, not there. There. Wireless charger. There it is. Wireless charger is an Ender resonator which is an Enderman head, some vibrant alloy, solarium, and silicon. So we need an Enderman head. Wow, we've got more Enderman heads from Ender.io already. Q. We need a couple of solarium. We need a vibrant alloy nugget, and then we need some silicon. Righto. And then we'll come over here to the slice and splice. This is the first time we've used it. So I think this should have a shift-click recipe, but if not, that's not a problem. Oh, it does. Look at that. Looky there. So we're just going to put all this stuff in, and it's going to start working. Ew. Gross. And there we go. Ender Resonator. So we can come back here and get back to the right spot and get our wireless charger done. The wireless charger is kind of neat. I don't know that I'm going to use it right now because you can paint it to look like these blocks, and it will wirelessly charge any, well, it used to be any RF using devices. I don't know if that's still the case. It probably is. Probably. But for now, we'll just put it away because I don't want to lose it. So, wireless charger done. And then the dimensional transceiver should be fairly easy. Where'd that bad boy go? Where did it go? Don't make me search for it. Don't. It's gonna make me do it. Okay. There we go. So, okay, so we need another ender crystal and another ender resonator. So we need 2 ender crystals, right? Easy enough. So, 1, 2, boom. Oh yeah, we can only do 1 at a time. Use my XP, I don't care. And the nice thing is you get the soul vial back when you do this. It really doesn't matter all that much, but you know, it's better than nothing. So we need to grab up a few more things again to do that that recipe we just did. This machine is automatable because only the stuff that can go in the specific slots will go into the specific slots. So that's kind of nice. But I'm not gonna do that right this second, I don't think. What else? We need 1 vibrant alloy. And then we needed silicon. I'm gonna grab a stack of silicon and then go back to ender because we may need more of those. So, 2 solarium, 1 ender. No? Oh, no. That, and 2 of those. And that's such a gross noise. So there's the ender and the tools do take durability, so that's something to remember. There we go. And we should have fused quartz. We've only got 1. Crap. But I made a recipe. And you see the little machine over there was going. There we go. Dimensional transceiver. We're going to need to make a couple of those. Those are a little bit more expensive than I remember them being, but hey, that's cool. That's the way it goes, right? And then we need to start working down this row, right? We need to get down to Killer Joe. So the attraction, well, we can just do straight to Killer Joe, couldn't we? Yeah, it requires nutrient distillation to work, but honestly, I'm not going to use it because it does like bit by bit damage. And that's not what I want. When we've got access to Industrial Foregoings mob grinder that just instantly kills everything, including the Wither, I don't really want to use Killer Joe because Killer Joe's like I'm hitting it with a weak sword. It's just not, it's not cool. So we need to look for Killer Joe right there. And that's going to be a Franken Zombie, some fused quartz, and dark steel. So a Franken-zombie is a Z-logic with a zombie. And luckily, there's a zombie in this little box over here. I hear him. Hey, buddy. Whoop. You just calm down there, creeper. Calm yourself. Okay, so there's our zombie. So we need a Z-logic controller, right? So what is involved in the Z-logic controller? That's a zombie head, solarium, redstone, and silicon. Okay. We can grab the solarium while we're in here. And then we need redstone and a Zombert face. And we have... uh-oh. There we go. We have 213 Zombert heads. Oh, we even have a zombie villager trophy. Oh, that's a new trophy. We got to put that one out in a minute. All right. So, slice and splice. Again, we put the zombie head, the solarium, the redstone, silicon. Ugh. That, ew, juice. Yuck. Okay, so we have the Z-Logic controller now. We can come over here to the soul binder, and we can throw the Z-Logic controller in here with the zombie soul, and use our XP again, and we will get the Franken zombie. Yay, Franken zombie. So let's come over here. We're going to craft up a few fused quartz. And let's do 10. And then we'll be able to do Franken zombie. And get that quest, or the Killer Joe. Sorry, we already got the Franken zombie. Oh, still waiting. Killer Joe, here we go. Boom. So in order for this guy to work, it requires nutrient distillation, which comes from the vat. And we're not going to use him, so I don't really want to waste this vat on nutrient distillation, unless for some reason we need it for something else. So I'm going to set him... Oh, I don't know. We'll put him out front. Right there. Why not? Why are you facing away from me? Don't do that. Can I change the way you're facing? Yeah! There, he's our little marker. Maybe I'll try to find a pedestal or something. Maybe Bibliocraft has something kind of cool. We can hang that guy on and just let him sit there and chill out. Because that guy looks like he's had a rough day. He really does. Poor guy. Poor guy. Okay, so what we want to do... Oh, yeah. I gotta get my spacesuit off. I'm sick of looking at it. There we go. What we want to do with... Nothing with the Civ upgrade. Civ upgrade. Go away. Because we've got a limited number of the Enderman souls, what we need to do... We are going to want to build... The one obelisk that we actually have interest in isn't listed here. Awesome. So what we want to do, we want to create a powered spawner. Okay? And... that is going to require another Z-Logic and a couple of vibrant crystals. That's easy enough. So let's get a little bit extra of the stuff that we need. So let's do 6 Z-Logic controllers, okay? And we need solarium. And I'll just grab a stack. And redstone. Alright, so there's a stack of redstone. So let's come over to the slice and splice. Throw Z-Logic, or the zombie head, solarium, redstone, silicon. And gross gooey goodness. As long as the old ability that these machines had still remains, we're in good shape. And we're going to test it, because I honestly, I haven't tested it. But it's something that you used to be able to do. And that is... you know what? That's enough. You used to be able to... And we'll throw these back in here too. And that one. We'll keep those. And we'll throw those in there. I wanted one of those. You used to be able to use the powered spawners. Instead of spawning out in the world, they would spawn in 2 soul vials. So what we'd like to do is get the powered spawners. What is this? So powered spawner is empty. Okay. So, okay, here we go. We need to take one of our broken spawners, and this, I guess, still holds out. And we need to get an anvil, and Ender.io comes equipped with the Dark Steel Anvil, which is like a vanilla anvil, only a bazillion and a half times better. So we'll slap that guy down. Look at these creepers just chilling. What a bunch of buttholes. Don't you look at me. Okay. So we'll come over here. We will put, we need one of those Enderman bottles. The soul bottles. Soul vial. Where'd it go? Where did it go? Right there. So we can take this broken spawner and add it with the Enderman and use our experience again. It takes 8 levels. This takes a little bit longer. Right? You can see how much slower this thing is running doing this task versus the last one. And that's because this is a much bigger deal. Right? So we've got our powered spawner now. And I'm going to set it up here. Do I still have... I don't have any of those conduits anymore. Where'd the conduit? There they are. Right there. So I'm going to take this and this. And we'll put the powered spawner up there. But we have one last step that we have to do. So we're 57%. We probably want zombie too. Can we get a zombie? I wonder if we can get a zombie to spawn if we come hang out over here for a minute. Stupid. Evolved Enderman. Important note. Those evolved Endermen, they do not count as regular Endermen. So you can't use them as such. There we go. Hello, Zombert. Do you mind? Come here, zombie. Hey, buddy. Thank you. Okay, so now we have a broken Enderman spawner. That is vital. That is absolutely vital. While we're thinking about it, let's go get another spawner. And because we're going to do this twice, right? So we got a blaze spawner, and I'm not super interested in the blaze. But what I want is a zombie spawner and an Enderman spawner, right? So we've got our Enderman spawner. While that thing is going, buddy, get out of here. So we could take this powered spawner and combine it with an Enderman spawn, the broken Enderman spawner, in an anvil for 16 levels, right? And this becomes a powered Enderman spawner. All right? And then we can take and set this guy right there. And we're going to have to give it a capacitor as well. So let's grab the capacitor. And I'm sure one of these would work in it, but I'm not going to mess with that. So this is a really good trick for the Ender.io stuff, because you do need a lot of... Oh, wait. I don't... Oh, there we go. So right here, there is spawn mode, and then there's capture mode, right? This is awesome. You do need a lot of the crystals, like the Ender Crystal, and you'll need a few of the Franken zombies and Sentient Ender, I think. And each of those requires the mob caught in one of these soul vials, right? So we'll put this in here. It's got power now. It's an Enderman spawner. And then we can drop a soul vial in here and turn it on. Actually, active without signal. So, and turn it on. And when that soul vial is in there, boom. Instead of spawning in the world, it spawns into the soul vial, right? This is fully automatable. Fully automatable. you can tell the ME system to send the empty soul vial in through whatever side you need to, through an interface, and all of a sudden it's going to send it out to this, and as long as there's no soul vial in there, it's not going to do anything. But as soon as you put a soul vial in, it's going to start spawning, and then you can have this thing kick it back out to the ME system, and you'll have soul vials for Enderman. Right? So now we have a broken zombie spawner, and we can do basically that same thing over again with another powered spawner, just like that. And we've got our powered spawner, zombie. We come over to the anvil. We drop our powered spawner in, our zombie broken spawner in, 16 levels. Done. And then we can just plop that guy there and do capture again, drop an octatic in, throw one of these in, and then after a certain little bit of time, boom, zombie spawner that will spawn into soul vials. Now, if we turn this thing over to actual spawn, it would start spawning. We don't really want that, right? Right. So I'm going to kick out another zombie spawner, and we can do that with all of the mobs, basically, everything. I don't know that we're going to need much more than these two for Ender IO. However, well, no, you know what? We'll get to that. We'll get to that. We are going to want another one of these with a skeleton in it. I have to find a skeleton first, and this thing will spawn it out for us. But coming up soon, probably next episode, we'll be doing some of the stuff in advanced resources, and I will probably knock this stuff out between episodes because these we're not going to use. And the capacitor banks, I mean, we might use them, but I don't know. I mean, our power infrastructure is pretty well already in place, so I'll probably knock those out between episodes, and these between episodes. But I will also get a skeleton spawner, because if you look at advanced resources down here, we're gonna have to kill the wither, right? But in order to kill the wither, we need wither skeleton skulls, and wither skeletons have been disabled, right? They don't just naturally spawn in. Well, you need this dark matter warper to do that. So the dark matter warper, I'm going to get put together. We'll do that probably next episode. We'll just knock that out. And we're going to need to spawn in skeletons, because this thing doesn't actually bring any mobs to it, but it changes the mobs that are around it. And it will change skeletons into wither skeletons, squids into blazes. I don't remember what else, but it changes zombies or villagers into zombie villagers, or no, villagers into illagers. So another thing we need to do is try to find a zombie villager that we can then bring in. But we'll deal with that next episode. We'll get the dark matter warper put together. I've got the dark matter all put together. We also need to do the end, and those are going to be up for the next episode, and hopefully we'll be able to blast through a lot of this stuff. As far as everything else is concerned, with Ender IO, we're pretty much done with Ender IO, at least the quest line. We will still be doing a lot with Ender IO. Ender IO is amazing. I love this mod. The intro to it is a little bit weird, but once you get past that, everything is the exact same as it always was. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, hanging out with me. If you enjoyed today's episode, hit that like button. If you like what I'm doing here, or you're new here, hit that subscribe button. And as always, thank you very much for watching and hanging out with me. And Grumpy Giant signing out. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.